Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. Today we are going to be starting the content sessions that we are going to be organizing going forward. So these content sessions are exclusive sessions that we are organizing for you. Each topic we'll be handling in every session, and we'll be teaching you the basics that you should know, what all you should know from this particular topic, and then we will also solve a few questions. So this way you get a personalized coaching. So as I said, now what I want all of you to do is that every day, see, you have a calendar for these content sessions. So let's say today I'm going to be doing speed max, simplifications and approximations. So this is what I want you to do. Okay, see, if you have enough and more time, you keep preparing all the other topics or whatever is there. But whenever a content session gets over, please go back and refer to the content that is available in the portal in your course on this particular topic. Okay, go back to the video lessons that is there, go back to the workbook, solve the questions from that workbook, see if you have any issues, right? So that way your preparation will become complete. You attend the content sessions, learn everything, go back, you can always refer back to the video lessons for detailed explanations, and again solve all the questions in the workbook. Okay, so anyway, let's start. Today the topic that I'm going to be taking up is speed max, simplifications and approximations. Now these three topics are very, very important when it comes to any exam. Like let's say you are preparing for bank, SBI clerk, SBI PO or IBPS, or you are preparing for SSC, CGL, CHSL, any exam that you are preparing for, these three topics are very, very important if there is a quantitative ability section in that exam. Okay, why is it so important? See, quantitative ability is full of playing with numbers, right? You have a lot of operations to do on numbers like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. So this speed max and simplifications and approximations form a major part of quantitative ability. And how can you score better in this section? You can score better in this quantitative ability section with very good calculation speed. Now, these techniques that we are going to be learning today, or the speed max technique that you are going to be learning today, will help you well in scoring well in this quantitative ability section. Okay, so for the first say 15-20 minutes, or let's say half an hour of the session, I'm going to be focusing on speed max. So we will skim through what are the things that you need to know in speed max, what are the techniques that you need to know. Okay, so I'll be taking you through most of the important techniques that you need to know, except a few ones which I will tell you which are the ones that I'm not dealing with, and I want you all to go back and refer to the video lessons for that, because those are very minor techniques and very special cases which you can refer back to the video lessons. All the important techniques that you will need to know, I will be discussing today in our session. Okay, so let me share my screen. And the first thing that we are going to, when it comes to speed max, okay, the first and the foremost operations that you need to be very good at is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, now you are good at calculating all of these, then you are through when it comes to calculations. Now again, see, what is the normal way in which we add or subtract? The normal methods, like let's say you generally, if you say that I have to add three numbers, what do you write? You write one by one number, add the last digit, correct? Take the carry to the next set, add it again, take the carry, and so on. That is the normal way in which we have learned to do these operations from our school time, correct? Same way subtraction, you do the same way, you borrow from the previous place and then you keep subtracting. But that is not going to work when it comes to aptitude exams or bank exams. Why is that? Because you don't have time. The time that you have per question is less than 1 minute. So the first thing that we are going to see in today's session is we are going to try to do additions and subtraction using different methods. Okay, now mainly I'm going to be taking you through three methods. That is, one is the split and merge method, followed by digit sum method. Okay, and then I'll also be teaching you the digital root method. Okay, so let me share my screen, and what we will do is I'll put up some problems. We'll try to solve these problems using the various methods, so that the method is also clear for you, and in the meantime you also end up solving a question. Okay, so as I said, first let us look at additions and subtractions. Okay, now let me give you a question first. So I have a question here: 5834 plus 96182 plus 459 plus 2128. Try this question and give me the answer. Okay, now see, first we will try to solve this question using the first method that I was discussing about, that is the digit sum method. See, what is this digit sum method means? What you have to do is first take the units digit, okay, and add all the units digit together, right? Then if you like, let's say here, let's add it 4, correct? 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 9 is 15, okay, 15 plus 8 is 23. So in your answer the last digit is going to be 3. Now what will happen to this 2? You get 23, correct? That 2 goes as a carry to the next step. So you are taking a 2 here. Now what do? Add the digits that are there in the tens place. Okay, basically in the digit sum method what we do is we add digits, first all the digits in the unit place, then we add all the digits in the tens place, then we add all the digits in the hundred place, and so on. Okay, so at any point whatever carry comes, you take it forward to the next step. So you have 23 in the first step. When you add the units digit, you get 23. I take 3, I take 2 as a carry over. So now you have 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 8 is 17, correct? 17 plus 3 is 20. So this digit, that is the digit that's going to come in the tens place, is 0, and you have a 2 carry here. So I am taking the 2 to the next step. Then you have 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 8 16, 16. Then you have 1 carry here. Then 2 plus 1 3, here there is nothing, right? Thousands place nothing is there. So 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 6 9, 9 plus 5, that is 14, 4, 1 carry over. Again there is only one number here which has the 10,000 place. So this one, 9 plus 1 is 10. So this is your correct answer. Now this is the way in which you solve the question using the digit sum method. That is, what are you doing? You are adding digit by digit by digit. Okay, see, in the exam actually you might not have to do this complete steps, because always look at the options that is given, right? Let us say there are, you have 4, let's say some options are there, okay, whatever, just first compare the last digits of the options. If the last digit there is only one option which has 3, then you know for sure that is going to be the answer, correct? You can compare that way and arrive at the answer. Now this is one method to do this question. Now the next method to do this question, as I said, is the split and merge method. So let us see what is the split and merge method. So what you do in this method is, see, you have, let me just rewrite the question here. So you have 5 8 3 4 plus 9 6 1 8 2 plus 459 plus 2128. Now in split and merge method what you do is, see, what is 5 8 3 4? You can write it as 5000 plus 834, correct? 5000, basically what you do is, you consider, see, this 5834, you can take it as 5000 plus 834, or you can further say it as 5000 plus 800 plus 34, correct? Similarly, this 96182, right? You can say it as 96,000 plus 100 plus 82, correct? So basically you can split the big number into smaller parts and then add it. Okay, now again 459, you can say it as 400 plus 59. Similarly 2128, you can say it as 2000 plus 100 plus 28. Now you try to add it. If you split it like this and then add also, you get the answer faster. Okay, now 96,000 plus 5,000 is what? See, 96,000 you have, then you have 5,000, that is 1 lakh 1,000, 96,000 plus 5,000. Then add 2,000 to this. So it will become 103 followed by 3 zeros. Then add these, put in the values, right? Then add these and get the final answer. See, this is the other way of doing the question. Now, a lot of this you needn't write down. You can do it in your mind. Again, a lot of times by looking at the options, you will be able to arrive at the answer faster. Okay, so this will be 10300. Then you have here 800 plus 100 plus 400 plus 100. That is what? Nothing but 1000, 1200, 1300, 1400. Then you have here 1400. To this you have to add. Similarly, add 34, 80, 50, 28. Again, you can further split it actually. 30, 80, 50 and 20. Then you add 4, 2, 9 and 8. You will still end up getting the same answer, that is 104603. Okay, so any question that is given, especially with additions and subtractions, you can approach it in mainly two ways. Okay, now we will also discuss the digital root method, which is a very important technique that you should know when it comes to such questions. We will discuss that method in a question that has an options. Okay, so then it will be easier for us to understand the method. For now we'll learn these two methods, and towards let's go further, and I'll then teach you the digital root method. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Generally when you have questions on addition, you can do it in two ways. One is the digit sum method and the other one is the split and merge method. Okay, now let me give you one question which has decimal points and you have to do additions and subtractions together. Try this question. 765.819 minus 89.003 plus 12.038 minus 86.89. So how will you do this question? So now what do you do is, see, let's first see 9, correct? Last digit is 9, units digit. Now I am going to take the units digit first. So 9 minus 3 is going to be 6. Then you have 6 plus 8, correct? That is 14. So in the answer, the last digit is going to be 4. Then you have a 1, correct? That 1 is carried to the next step. Now what happens? This 1 plus 1 is 2. Now 2 minus 0 is again 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, correct? Now 5 minus 9 is going to be minus 4. So here you are getting, when you do the 10th digit, when you do the calculations for the 10th digit, you are getting minus 4 as the answer. So generally when you do subtraction, whenever you are not able to subtract the bigger number from the smaller number, or when you are getting a negative answer, what do? We borrow from the previous place, correct? So I am going to borrow from here. That is, let us just borrow from the biggest number in the next place. Okay, so the biggest number here is 8. So this 8 has now become 7 because I am borrowing 1 here. So what will happen? 10 minus 4, that will give you 6. So that is going to come in the tens place. Now next look at the digits in the hundreds place. That is, actually we are now looking at the decimal point. Okay, numbers after the decimal. So here what do? You have 7. 7 minus 0, that is again 7. Then again here it is 0. Okay, so 7 minus 0 is 7. Then you have 7 minus 8. So what is 7 minus 8? Again you have minus 1, correct? So when you have minus 1, what do? You again borrow 1 from this next digit. So this will become 4. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. Now if this is 9, then this digit, the digits here is going to be 9. Then you have a point, put the point there. Now you have 4. 4 minus 9 is minus 5, plus 2 is minus 3, minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. So you have minus 9 here. So again what do? You borrow 1 from here. So this will become 5. And then you have 10 minus 9, that is equal to 1. So what you get here, this is going to be 1. Now you have 5 left here, correct? So then what do? 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3, and minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, and minus 2 minus 8, that is minus 10, correct? So you have minus 10 means again you borrow one number from here. So this will become 6. So you have minus 10 plus 10, that is equal to 0. So the digit that comes here is going to be 0. Then you have 6, correct? Here you have no hundreds digit, hundreds place, nothing is there. So 6, again nothing else is here in the hundreds place. So your answer, the 6 is going to come as such. So your answer is 601.964. So this is how you do it using digit sum method. Okay, I hope it is clear. Whenever you get a negative answer, try to add plus 10 to it and take one borrow from the previous digit and make that changes accordingly and keep solving. Okay, so this is how you generally do this question using digit sum method. Again, as I said, if it is a question on approximation, you can just do it like this: 766 minus 89 plus 12 minus 86, like that you can do. But again, always look at the options and decide what is to be done. Now for this question itself, let me just explain. Okay, let us take a simpler example for explaining the digital root method. See, what is digital root? Any number that you take. Okay, let me take a number 256. Okay, now find out the sum of the digits of a given number. Now what is 2 plus 5? 7. 7 plus 6, 13, correct? So 2 plus 5 plus 6, that is 13. See, I am going to teach you something called as a digital root method, okay? This method is going to be very, very useful when you solve questions on simplifications and approximations. Like, for example, the previous question that we solved, right? Using this digit sum method. If you actually know the digital root method, many times these answers you will get even faster. So that's why I'm going to teach you this method. So any number you take, you add the sum of the digits. Now I say 2 plus 5 plus 6 is 13. Now what is 1 plus 3? 4. So I keep adding these digits till I get a single digit number. Now I can say that the digital root of this 256 is 4. Okay. Similarly, if you have a number, let us say 438. Okay. Now what is 4 plus 3? 7. 7 plus 8? 15, correct? So 5 plus 1, 6. So 6 is going to be the digital root of this number. So this is how you calculate the digital root of a number. Now how do I make use of this digital root when it comes to solving any question? Now let us take a simple addition, okay? 236 plus 432, that is equal to 668. Now I am going to solve this question using, I am going to explain this digital root concept for this question. See, whenever you follow this method, one thing that you have to remember is that whenever you come across the number 9, ignore the number 9. Or let's say, see for example in this 236, 3 plus 6 gives you 9, correct? Ignore that. Wherever a 9 comes, ignore that. Okay, so this 3 plus 6, now what is the digital root of 236? 3 plus 6 is 9. I said ignore that, so your digital root is 2. Now even if I had added that, I would have got the same answer. See, what is 6 plus 3? 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. So 11 means again I am getting 2 only. So that's why we are saying no need to consider any 9s that you come across. When you add any digits, if you get the answer as 9, omit that also, or if the digit 9 itself is there as one of the digits, omit that also. No matter if you add it or not add it, you are going to end up getting the same digital root. Now what is 4 plus 3? 7, correct? 7 plus 2, 9. So let that be there. Now what is 6 plus 6? 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. So again 2 plus 0 is 2. So the digital root of 668 is 2. So now when you are looking at the digital roots, you have 2 plus 9 here. Again, what did I say? Omit the 9. So 2 is equal to 2. See, what can you see here? For any question, if you take any operation, let that be. It needn't be plus here. It can be multiplication, subtraction, division. Whatever it is, when you add the digital roots or when you do the same operation on the digital roots of the given numbers, the left hand side and the right hand side should be the same. Okay, so that is the most important concept that you need to know. Okay, now this concept can be used many times to solve questions. Okay, see, take this question for example. Okay, look at this question. See, similar question we just did now using the digit sum method. Correct? 68.721 minus 12.815 minus 8.409 minus 1.152. Now you can solve this question using the digit sum method, one by one digit, and solve. But again, I am going to try solving this question using digit root method, and I will show you why this is the more effective way of solving this question. Look at this first number. What is the digit root for this? See, you have 8 plus 6. Correct? 8 plus 6 is 14. Then you have 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Remove that. So 14 plus 1 is 15. So 15 is 5 plus 1 or 6. So for the first number, the digit root is 6. Now look at the next number. You have again 8 plus 1, 9 is coming. I cancel that. Then you have 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. So the digital root of the next number is 8. So just take the operations, put it as such. Whatever operation you took, just put it there. Okay, then you have the next number here. Here again there is one 9, remove that. Then you have 8 plus 4, that is 12, or 1 plus 2 again is 3. So the digit root of this number is 3. So put a minus there. Now you have 5, 6, 7, 8 and again 9. So again if you have 9, you can omit that. Correct? So this is equal to 6 minus 8 minus 3. So what is 6 minus 8 6 minus 8 minus 3 will give you minus 5. Okay. Now look at the options here. You have 62.915. Then you have 67.1 115. Then you have 58.295. Then you have 46.345. Now look at the digital root for these numbers. Okay, now this 9 you cancel, then you have 6, again 6 plus 3, that is 9, so cancel. So the digit root of this number is going to be 5. Now look at the next number. Like that, calculate the digit root for each number and see which of the digit roots matches. So that is going to be your correct answer. Okay, that's how you go about solving this question. Then you have 7, this again 9. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then you have here again 9 is there. Then you have 8 plus 2, 10. 15 plus 5 is 20. Again you have a 2 here. Then you have 46.345. So here 6, again 9 is there. 8 plus 5 is 13. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Correct? 8 plus 5 is 13. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay. Now here remember you have got a negative root. Okay, we have one more option, sorry, 52.715. So 9, so you have 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 5, again you are getting 2. Now you have got a negative number here, correct? Just subtract 9 minus that number. That is your positive digital root for that number. So 9 minus 5 is 4. Now look at the options. See, there is only one option which has 4 in it. So what is going to be your correct answer? This is going to be your correct answer. Okay, that is 46.345. So here the correct answer will be 46.345. So actually when you look at this question, you needn't write so many steps. Just find out the digital root in each step, compare with the options and get the answer. Right? This is very easy compared to this digit sum method, compared to the number of calculations that you are going to be doing. This method is very, very easy. I hope it is clear. Now, so we have completely covered the 3 methods that you use for addition and subtraction. So one was split and merge method, then we did the digit sum method, and then now we did the digital root method. Let's carry on. So the next thing, as I said, now the operation that we are going to learn is multiplication. Okay, now as I said, to do multiplication, again there are various methods of doing multiplication. See, let's take a very easy number. Okay, very like 2-digit multiplication. Okay, 2 numbers, 76 into 49. How will you do it? We will actually do it like this, 76 into 49. So many steps involved. No, this is the wrong way of approaching this question. So for a few questions, what you can do is you can split any given number in a format in which you can arrive at the answer faster. Okay, see here 49 is there, correct? What is 49? 49 is 50 minus 1. So 76 into 50 minus 1. Basically I am splitting the second number here as 50 minus 1 so that my calculations is easier to do. So what is 76? So you expand this, what do you get? 76 into 50 minus 76. Again, here the 76 into 50, do you have to do it like this? No, you can write it as 50 is what? 100 by 2 minus 76, that is your answer, correct? So 100 by 2, this is going to be 38. So 3800 minus 76, that will be 3724. Isn't this a better way of doing the question? Correct? Instead of actually multiplying it. The 76 into, you just split any one number in such a way that you are able to do the calculation faster. So this is called as the split and merge method in multiplication. Let's say you have another number, 48 into 29. So what do? You can write it as 48 into 30 minus 1, or this is nothing but 48 into 30 minus 48. What is 48 into 3? 48 into 3 we know is 144. So 1440 minus 48 will be your answer. Again, you know that is nothing but 1392. 1440 minus 40, you know, is 1400, and then you have a minus 82, that will be 1392. Okay, so this is called as the split and merge method, wherein you try to split a given number and arrive at the answer faster. Okay, so this is the first method that you should know when it comes to multiplication. Now, for a few numbers, there is another method that you can use. That is the method wherein you are using this formula, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. See, this method is very, very specific to a few few questions. Let's say if your multiplication is something like this, 48 into 52. Okay, so how can you say 48 as you can write 48 as 50 minus 2, 52 as 50 plus 2, correct? So you know this is of this form, and then you can say this is equal to, so this is for a few numbers which you will use. So 50 minus 2 into 50 plus 2, correct? Or 50 squared minus 2 squared, that is 2500 minus 4, that is 2496, correct? You can directly use this method to get the answer. Now that is with few numbers. In general, when it comes to multiplication, right, any number, see these methods are specific to certain numbers, correct? In general, any number that you get, the method that you use for multiplication is generally called as the crisscross multiplication method or the general multiplication method. Now how do you do this question? Now let me show you this question with the help of two examples. Okay, let us say we have to do 48 into 67. Okay, so how do you do this? See, what is 8 into 7? 8 7s are 56, correct? So 6, put 6 here, 5 is your carry over here. Then do a crisscross multiplication between the digits. Now what is 7 into 4? 7 4s are 28, 6 8s are 48. What is 28 plus 48? That is 76. Now you have a carry here, that is 5. So 76 plus 5 is 81. So take that 1 here, 8 will be your carry in the next step. Now what is 6 4s? 6 4s are 24, 24 plus 8 is 32. So this is called as the crisscross multiplication method. See, in this method, if you are doing 2 digit into 2 digit, then what you do is first multiply the units digit, get the answer, take the carry. Then do a crisscross multiplication, that is tens digit of this one, units digit of this one. Similarly, tens digit of this one, units digit of this one. Add answer that you get in both the cases and then add it to the carry. Then the last step will be multiply the tens digits and take the carry also, get the answer. So this is called as the crisscross multiplication method. Same method has to be extended to any set of numbers you can extend. See, this method is definitely faster than actually doing it like this, right, into 67. You have to first of all write 6, 5 carry over, 7 4s are 28, time consuming. This is definitely better than this method. Okay, now let us try to do multiplication of 3 digit numbers. Let us say if your multiplication was 486 into 324. So how do you use this method? See, both of you try to solve this question using this method. In the meantime, I will solve it. So 6 4s are 24. So 4 is there. You have a 2 carry here in this step. Then do a crisscross multiplication here. 8 4s are 32. And again 6 2s are 12. So 32 plus 12, that is going to be 44. Now again 44 plus 2, you have 46. So 6 is there. 4 is your carryover. Now in the next step, what you do is do this, right? That's the multiplication that you have to do in the next step. That is 4 4s are 16 plus 6 3s are 18. So 16 plus 18 is going to be 34, correct? 34 plus 8 2s are 16. So 34 plus 16 is going to be 50. Now I have a 4 carry from the previous step. So this will be 4 and then you have a 5 carry in the next step. Now the next step what we have to do is, I am just using different inks so that it is clear to you. The next step will be taking these two. Okay. So basically what are we doing? First we did like this, then we are then we are increasing the cross. Then we took the units digit and tens digit, multiplied them. Then we took all the 3. Then we are moving to this side. Now the cross is between the hundreds digit and the tens digit. Okay. So here 4 2s are 8 and 8 3s are 24. So 24 plus 8 is 32. 32 plus 5 is 37. So you have a 7 here and you have a 3 carry. And the last step is 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. So this is your answer. Okay. Now you know the way in which you have to do this cross. See, for example, the general rule is this. So if you have a 3-digit number into a 3-digit number, first do this. Find the product of these two. Then product of these two plus product of these two will give you the next digit. The third step is to find the product between these two, add it to the product between these two and then to the product between these two. The fourth step will be product between these two and product between these two, add that. Fifth step is product of these two. Okay, so that is the general pattern that we follow. For any big number, you can keep extending this pattern. Okay, knowing this method is very, very useful because it is applicable to most of the questions. So this is the method that you to solve such questions. Okay, then again, when it comes to multiplication of a few numbers, see, let us say you have to multiply a number by 5. Now these are very, very basic things that you should know. 86 into 5. Now don't sit and do 6 5s are 30, so 0, 3 carry over, 8 5s are 40, 40 plus 3, 43. That is a time consuming method to do, I would say. Okay, don't do it this way. What you do is, whenever you have to multiply a number by 5, see, what is 5? 5 is nothing but 10 by 2. So just what is 86 by 2? 43. So your answer is 430. Do it like this. Okay, this is the easiest way to go about. Similarly, if you have to multiply, let us say 232 into 5. If you have such questions, what do? You just have to do 2320 by 2. Correct? Because 5 is nothing but, what is 5? 5 is nothing but 10 by 2. Just do this, get the answer. This is more easier to arrive at the answer. Okay. Now, similarly, like how you do for 5, you can do for other numbers like 25 also. Let us say you have a multiplication, 146 into 25. How will you do this? 146, what is 25? 25 is 100 by 4. So just do 146 by 4 into 100. That will give you your answer. Correct? So this will be, again, 146 by 4, here you have 3 and then you have 26, correct? So 26 by 4 is 8 and then you will have 0.5. So your answer is 3650. That's your answer, correct? 146 into 25. So this way you can arrive at the answers faster for numbers like 5, 25, etc. Okay, so these are the basic methods that you should know for multiplication. Now, other than this, see, there are also methods wherein how you can do multiplications of numbers from 11 to 19. Okay, multiplication of numbers which are close to 100 or 1000. Okay, now all these methods are very specific to a few set of numbers. We do have methods for this, and this is available in the video lesson. I want you both to go back to the video lesson and check these methods out. Okay, because they are also fairly simple. If you see the video itself, you will understand it. In case you have any doubts, please get back to me. Okay, yes, so these are the things about multiplication. Then you have something called as complementary numbers. See, when you have two numbers, let us say 37 and 33, okay, now the units digit of both the numbers, when you add them, you get the answer as 10, and the tens digit is the same. So such numbers are generally called as complementary numbers. Okay, so for any two-digit complementary numbers that you know, here you have 37 and 33, correct? Now if I have to multiply 37 and 33, I'll say in 1 second that the answer is 1221. Now how do I say this? See, I am not using the crisscross multiplication, I am not using any other rule. Now whenever you are multiplying complementary numbers, especially two-digit numbers, there is a method that we follow. The method is like this. See, you have 37 into 33. Now let me explain once again. What are complementary numbers? When you add the units digit, okay, you should get the answer as 10. Now the remaining digits of the number has to be same. Such numbers are called as complementary. Now what is 7 into 3? What is 7 into 3? 21, correct? So that will be your last two digits. Then here you have 3, correct? What is the next number that comes after 3? 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 3s are 12. That will form the next set of digits. See, same thing. Let us do 46 into 44. Again, when you add 6 plus 4, you get 10. So that is, and the next digit is the same. So these are complementary numbers. So what can you say? The product will be 6 4s are 24. That is going to be your last two digits. Now what will be the first two digits? You know what is the number that comes after 4? The number that comes after 4 is 5. So what is 5 4s are 20. So 2024 is your answer. When the units digit add to 10 and the remaining digits are the same, the numbers are said to be complementary. Okay. Similarly, see, you have numbers like 35 into 35. Okay. 5 5s are 25. So next digit is 4. So 3 4s are 1225. Correct. So 45 into 45. 5 5s are 25. 4 5s are 20. Okay. Now similarly, any you have 55 into 55, same way, same method you can do. 25, 6 5s are 30. So all this you will be able to say in a jiffy. Okay. Now remember, unless you practice these methods regularly during the exam, it's not going to come. Okay, you have to practice it, then only, first of all, you have to remember this method, no, just by attending my session or looking at the videos, you cannot remember these methods, you will have to use them regularly, okay. Yes, so with that we come to an end of the techniques that you will have to use for multiplication. Now the next operation that we are going to be looking at is division. Okay, now when it comes to division, what do you do? See, let us say you have something like this, 600 divided by 7. You have to find out this. How do you actually divide 600 by 7? You do 600 divided by 7. Do it this way, long division method. In exam, we are not going to have time to do all this. So whenever you have questions on division, again try to break the given question in such a way that you are able to get the answer faster. Generally what you do is break the given number or the numerator in such a way so as to get the multiple of the denominator. See, what is there in the denominator? 7. Now I don't know if 600 is divisible by 7, correct? See, what is 8 sevens are, I know it's 56, correct? So I can say 80 into 7 is what? 80 into 7 is 560, correct? So I know 560 is divisible by 7. This I can do in my mind, I needn't write it down like this. So this 600, I can split it as 560 plus 40 divided by 7. Correct? Now just split it and do. What is 560 by 7? You know that is 80. 80 plus 40 by 7. So you just have to do what is 40 divided by 7. That will be 7 5s are 35. So it will be 5.7. Correct? Approximately. So the required answer is 85.7. Okay, if you do it further, you will get 7.1. If it all it is required. Okay, so in division, if the division is too complex, try to split the numerator in such a way in terms of the denominator so that you are able to arrive at the answer faster. Okay, similarly, let us say you have something like 851 divided by 41. How will you do it? Less than 1 minute I want the answer. Let's 30 seconds. 30 seconds itself is too much, but it's okay. 30 seconds. What is the answer for this? See, you can split it as 41, correct? See, 41 into 2 is what? 82. So I can write this as 820 plus 31 by 41, correct? Or what is 820 by 41? That is nothing but 20 plus 31 by 41. So 20 point some value, that's going to be your answer. Again, 31 by 41 is approximately 30 by 40 or 3 by 4, correct? So I can say the approximate answer is 20.75. So that's how I arrive at the answer faster. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now, this is about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, the operations that you should know. Get back and check the video lessons also, your learning will become better. Now, next thing that you need to know is about percentages. Again, you have a lot of questions wherein percentages are involved, right? Especially when it comes to simplifications, you have 57% of 25. Questions of that type. So how do you approach these questions? See, when it comes to percentages, one very important thing you need to know is, for a few percentages, you should know the fractional value of those percentages. See, what is 50%? 50% means 50 by 100, or I can say that is equal to 1 by 2. So in any question, when I say calculate the 50% of some number, I needn't do 50 by 100 into that number. I can just do half of the number, correct? Because 50% equals to 1 by 2. Similarly, let us say you have again 40%, correct? Now again, what is 40%? 40% is 4 by 10, or that is equal to 2 by 5. So whenever you see 40%, directly do it as 2 by 5. So doing these calculations, by doing it this way, will help you calculate faster. Now if you go back to the video lessons, we would have listed out all the percentages that you should memorize. Memorizing these percentages will definitely help you solve the questions faster. Okay, similarly, if the question is like 33.33% of some number, what should you do? 1 by 3 of that number. That's all you need to do. Again, this 33.33 is a big number. You need to write it as 33.33 divided by 100 into that number. Directly do it 1 by 3 into that number. Similarly, if it is 66.66% of some number, then what do? You do 2 by 3 of that number. Some of these numbers, let us say like 33.33, 66.66, all of these come in lot of exams. just by heart, no, 33.33 is 1 by 3. So you do more problems, then automatically that will come to your mind. See, for a few fractions like, and another, generally what do you get? See, 125 by 100. Okay, that is one very common term that we see when it comes to profit and loss. Okay, he is selling it at 25% profit. So whenever that such a calculation comes, the number 125 by 100 comes. Now how do I simplify this? See, do it in your mind. Okay, 125 and 100 are both divisible by 25. Okay, so 25 into 5 is 125. Similarly, 25 into 4 is 100. So 125 divided by 100 is equal to 5 by 4. Correct? So that is how you remember. Similarly, another very commonly occurring number is, again, he sell 120 by 100. Let us say somebody is selling something at a profit of 20%. So you always use this term, right? 120 by 100. What is 120 by 100? Again, 20 is going in all of these. Correct? 120. That is 20 into 6 is 120 and 20 into 5 is 100. So 120 by 100 is always equal to 6 by 5. So putting it like this many times will help you calculate faster. Okay, just go through the table that we have given you. I think we would have listed, like Rohit would have listed the complete set of percentages that you have to memorize. It will be very, very effective. See, some of these numbers that as I said, no, these are very, very commonly occurring fractions. So these fractions you can remember it this way itself. Similarly, what I said, 40 by 100. Again, both will go in 20. So for 20 into 2 is 40. 20 into 5 is 100. Similarly, 80 by 100. That is 4 by 5. Okay, so such fractions you can memorize it directly, but the others, I think once you go through it and try to remember it, use it in problems, you will become by heart with it in no time. Okay, so again, when you have these percentages, you can use the split and merge method. See, let me take a question for you. 57% of 2800. How will you do this question? See, whenever you have such questions, what you need to do is you have to split the given percentages. Okay, I can write this as 50 plus 7% of 2800. Why am I splitting it? Because it is easier for me to calculate. Now, this is nothing but 50% of 2800 plus 7% of 2800. Now again, what is 50%? 1 by 2. So 2800 by 2, that is 1400. Now you have to find 7% of 2800. Correct? That is 7 by 100 into 2800, or I can say it is 7 into 28, that is 196. So your answer is going to be 1596. See, solving it this way is easier than trying to do it like this, right? 100 into 2800. Again, you will have to do 57 into 28. Okay, so sometimes when fractions are given, this comes in when you are doing simplification questions or approximation questions, right? Such things come. So you can actually split it and then write it together. Okay, so that is how you when it comes to percentages, that is one method that you can use. Now, the next thing that I am going to teach you is how to find the square root of a given number. Next thing, okay, now we have covered, if you look at your speed max section in your course, okay, first you would have addition and subtraction, then you will have multiplication, division, percentages, and the next thing, next two important things that we have is squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots. Now I am going to teach you the squares and square roots first. So there is a particular method that is explained in the portal, okay, how to find squares of numbers, right, where for one set of numbers you will take the base as 2500 and so on. Okay, now I am not going to explain that method to you because you can refer back to the videos. The explanation is very, very clear there. You can easily understand that. I am going to teach you both a new method today. Now, in using this new method also, you can find the squares of numbers. Now, this is a method wherein you just have to remember one small table. If you remember that table, solving the questions become very, very easy. Okay, so let me teach you that method today. You will not find this method in the videos, but it's a new method, good to know. Okay, now how to find squares of numbers, okay, between 25 to 75. Any number between 25 to 75. How to find the square of these numbers? 25 to 75. How to find the squares of numbers between this? So just remember this table. Okay. So there is a table that you have to remember. Just remember the table, you will get the answer. Now let's take a number. I want to know what is 44 squared. Put it in this table. What is 44 minus 25? 44 minus 25 is 19. So the first two digits of your square is going to be 19. Now what is 50 minus 44? 50 minus 44 is 6. Correct? So 6 squared is 36. So my answer is 1936. Is it clear? Easy to do, right? Similarly, let us take another number, 54. Okay, 54 squared. Now I want to find out what is 54 squared. Now the first two digits is what? The number minus 25, that is 54 minus 25 will form the first two digits. See, if I am just writing this down in the table, the first two digits is nothing but 54 minus 25. Now the last two digits is what? 50 minus the number, that is 54 the whole squared. So what is 54 minus 25? That is 29. Now what is 50 minus 54? That is minus 4 the whole square, that is 16. So your answer here is 2916. That's all. So for any given number between 25 to 75, you can directly use this method to get your answer. Okay. See, one thing you have to remember is that for any number between 25 to 75, the squares will always be 4-digit numbers. So that's why we have said the first two digits will be this and the last two digits will be this. That's all. Okay. But you have to remember this. If you remember this table only, you will be able to get the answer so fast. Now, let us find out what is 38 squared. Now this, when I explain this question, I'll also explain another concept to you. So what is 38 squared? Again, the first two digits is the number 38 minus 25, correct? The last two digits is 50 minus 38 the whole squared. So again, what is 38 minus 25? I get 13, correct? 13. Again 50 minus 38 is 12 squared, that is 144. So here what is happening? We are getting 5 digits. See, I know 38 square answer is going to be only 4 digits. So this one that I get extra, I have to take it as a carry and add it here. So my answer will be 1444. Okay. So in any question, in any such question, if in the last 2 digit set you are getting an extra digit, add it as a carry to the next digit and take it. Okay. Now let us do one more question of this type, 63 squared. So if you have to find 63 squared, what do you do? 63 minus 50, number minus 25, correct? So 63 minus 25, that is going to be 38, correct? 63 minus 25 is 38. Yes. Now next in the last 2 digits is going to be 50 minus 63 the whole square, that is minus 13 the whole square, or it is going to be 169. So you have 38 here. So this 1 is taken as a carry, do 8 plus 1 here. So it will become 3969. Okay. So this is another method that you can learn. Okay, see, the method that you use, I will leave it to you as to which method is comfortable for you. Whichever method is comfortable, follow that. Okay. Now, if the method that is there in our video lessons, right, where we use somewhat of the type a plus b the whole square, if that method is comfortable for you, use that. If you find this comfortable, use this. Okay. But whichever method you are following, try to practice in that method. Then only you will be able to arrive at the answer faster. Okay. So this is how you find roots between 25 to 75. So can you guys tell me which is the method that you actually find easier among these two? Which method do you find easier? Now similarly, let me teach you a similar method wherein you have to find the squares of numbers between 75 to 125. So if you have to find the squares of numbers between 75 to 125, similarly you have to remember a table here. Okay. One box. Remember this box, you get the answer. Okay, now you have to just find out one x which is equal to the number that is given minus 100. Okay, the number minus 100 will give you one x, and the square of the number is going to be number plus x and x squared. That's all. Now let me take 78 squared. Okay, so now they have said that they say that you have to find x is equal to the number minus 100, that is 78 minus 100, basically the difference of the number from 100. So 78 minus 100 is minus 22. So what is the square of 78 squared? Put it in this box. It's going to be minus 22 the whole squared. Here it's going to be 78 minus 22. So that's going to be your answer. Okay, 78 minus 22 is 56. So minus 22 the whole square. 22 squared is 484, correct? So 4, 8 and 4. So we know again this has to be a carry to the next step. So this will be 6 plus 4 is 10. So again one more carry will be there. So your answer will be 6084. Here 6 plus 4 is 10. So that 1 goes as carry here. So 5 plus 1 is 6 or 6084 is your answer. Now let me give you another number. Will you guys try it out using this method? See, try out what is 84 squared using this method and give me the answer. Try out 84 squared using this method. See, in this method what you should do, you have to find out x, that is the difference of the number from 100. So x is here 84 minus 100, or that is equal to minus 16. Okay, so just draw the box, put in the values, minus 16 the whole squared. So here it's going to be 84 minus 16, that will be your answer. So you have 84 minus 16, you know, is 68, 16 squared is 256. So you have a 2 extra here which you add here, so it will become 7056, and that's your required answer. Okay, now let's try a 3-digit number. Let's do 112 squared. So can you guys tell me what you will get the answer when you do 112 squared using this method? How will you do 112 squared? And let me do it here, 112 squared. Okay, if I have to do 112 squared, what is my x? It is nothing but 12 minus 100, that is equal to 12 is my x. So just put in the box. So the first 2 digits will be 112 minus 12, correct? Or the number plus x, sorry, 112 plus 12, the number plus x. Okay, and then here it's going to be x squared, that is 144. So what is 112 plus 12? That is equal to 124, and here it is 144. So this 144, this is the last 2 digits, so this has to go as a carry. So it will become 12544. That is your answer. Okay. See, if the number is greater than 100, you know the square is going to be 5 digits, correct? It's no longer 4 digits. But again, in this step, whatever you get, no, that has to go as a carry to the next step. Here only you will get the digits in the 10,000s place. Okay, I hope these methods are clear. Now, I think now we'll move on to the questions. I think we have discussed speed max for quite some time now. And now let's look at the questions. So, this is how 2 different methods that I taught you to find squares of numbers. Now, you have methods as to how to find the square root and the cube root of numbers, which I want you to go back to the video lessons and refer. If you have any doubts when it comes to the square root and cube root, please post it on the forum and I will help you out. Now, let's start solving questions of from simplifications and approximations. So these are the techniques that you would generally be using throughout in questions. First question is there on your screen. Now see, we have learned so many speed max method and I want you all to solve the questions fast. Each question 1 minute. Okay, standard. I want the answer for each question in 1 minute and give me the answer. So how do you solve this question? 42 into 3.2 divided by 16 into 1.5. So each question, the way you approach it, you will have to decide depending on the question. Okay, so 3.2 divided by 16 into 1.5. Now here you have points in both places. You can just do a multiply by 10 on both sides. So what do you get? This will become 32 and this will become 15. You needn't write it down separately like this. When you do it, you can actually 15. You can write it like this, correct? You have points on both sides. And what is 32 by 16? It is 2, correct? So now you have 42 into 2, that is 84 divided by 15. Now what do you know? You know 15 5s are 75. So again you can cancel it out here directly. So 15 5s are 75, so you are left with 9. Now 9, then you 90 means it will be 6, correct? 15 6 are 90. So the answer here is going to be 5.6, that is option B. Next question. See, again, when it comes to simplification, another important rule that you need to know is the BODMAS rule. Okay, now what does the BODMAS rule states? BODMAS. This BODMAS rules gives the precedence of operators. Okay, when it comes to calculations. Now, always whatever is there in the brackets will be given the maximum precedence. So, first solve whatever is given in the brackets followed by whatever is given in sometimes they say, right, 23 of 35. So if you have this term, first solve what is given in the brackets, followed by this, then you have division, multiplication and subtraction. So this is the order of your precedence that you have to follow. Now look at this question here that is given here. What have they given? See, they have given 199 plus 5 cube divided by 4 into 4 squared. So what should you do? You should first, generally what you do is you do the division and the multiplication first and then followed by the addition. So here actually you can write this like this, right? 199 plus 5 cube divided by 4 into 4 squared. See, never do 199 plus 5 cube first. First you have to do the divisions and the multiplications followed by the additions. Okay, so this is what? This is 4. Now this is 125, correct? 5 cube is 125. So what is 125 into 4? It will become 199 plus 125 into 4. 125 into 4 you know is 500. So your answer is going to be 690. Sorry, 699. Is 699 there in the options? 699 is not there in the option. So you go with the option none of these. See, whenever you have none of these, remember this. Suddenly, no, when you look at the answer, you have a 799 here. When you actually get this 99, we all have a tendency to mark the answer as 799. But remember, here the answer is going to be 699, correct? So whenever none of these is there, check the option completely and then give the answer. Okay? Yes. Now let's look at the again next questions. Again the same BODMAS rule you have to use, but here it is only division and multiplication. You can write it like this, no? 342 divided by 6 into 28 is equal to 1099 plus x. So 342 divided by 6, 6 will definitely go here. So it is 57 into 28 minus 1099. So 57 into 28 minus 1099 is what you have to do. 57 you can do a crisscross multiplication here and get, correct? Again, see, in this question, if this none of these option was not there, let us assume that this none of these option is not there. Okay, now what is 7 eighths? 7 eighths are 56, correct? So 7 eighths are 56. Here last digit is 6. Okay, now again here 6 minus 9 is minus 3. So 10 minus 3, that is what you get here. See, when you look at this number, no, if you are taking the units digit of this equation, what do you get? See, 7 eighths are 56. 56, that is 6 is the units digit here. For this multiplication, the units digit is 6. Here the units digit is 9. When I do 6 minus 9, what do I get? Minus 3. This minus 3 is nothing but 10 minus 3, that is equal to 7. So the units digit of your answer is going to be 7. So here there is no such option. So directly you can take the answer as none of these. Similarly, if this none of these options was not there and there was any one option, let us say this option was ending with 7, no other option ends with 7, directly I can take that as the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear. Here what I am trying to say is, in such questions, no need to solve it completely. At times, just by looking itself, you will get the answer. For this particular question, if you see, the units digit here is going to be 7, that much I have got, and there are no options here which has the units digit as 7. Okay, so directly I can say the answer is none of these. Similarly, if the option none of these was not there and there was any one option which ended with 7, only one option was there ending with 7, again I needn't calculate further, I can directly take that option as the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear. For this question here, actually you will get the answer as 497, which you needn't calculate. Directly you can say the answer is option none of these. Okay, so these are small tricks that you need to know. Okay, only if you practice this it will come. Next question. Next question is there on your screen. 5 into cube root of 250 plus 7 into cube root of 16 minus 14 into cube root of 54. So how do you do this? See, I can write this like this, no? Cube root of 250, I am writing it as 125 into 2 plus 7 into cube root of, again 16, you can write it as 8 into 2. Basically I am trying to remove this cube root somehow, okay, as much as possible. Then you can write this as 14 into cube root of, again this is 54 is 27 into 2. See, the key to solve this question is to be able to write it like this. If you write it like this, it's very easy. Now what is cube root of 125? 5. So I can write it as 5 into 5 into cube root of 2, correct? Similarly, 7 into, what is the cube root of 8? That is 2, into again cube root of 2, minus 14 into, what is cube root of 27? 3. You have a cube root of 2 here. So this cube root of 2 is becoming common to all the 3 terms. So what is this? 5 5s are 25, plus 7 2s are 14, minus 14 3s are 42. Correct? So 25 plus 14 minus 42. Or you have 39 minus 42, that is minus 3. Correct? So your answer is minus 3 into cube root of 2. So for this question you have to solve it completely like this to get the answer. So the correct answer here is option B. Next question. So the next question is there on your screen. See, this is actually multiplication symbol, okay? It's not x. Don't mistake it for x. So what they have given us, see 0.5 into 0.5. The question is this, plus 0.1 into 0.1 minus 0.2 into 0.5. This is the question, divided by 0.4. Yes. Now, see, whenever you get such questions, what form is this? This is of the form a plus b, the whole squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab, sorry, a minus b, correct? Here there is a minus sign. So, a minus b the whole squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. This is of this form. Now, what is a and what is b here? It is nothing but 0.5 minus 0.1 the whole squared divided by 0.4. So, this is nothing but 0.4 the whole squared by 0.4, or that is equal to 0.4. So, the correct answer here is option C. See, very easy question, right? You just have to rewrite it like this. Don't multiply 0.5 into 0.5 is 0.25. If we do that, that's a waste of time. Whenever you look at such questions, you should be able to identify what it is, okay? So, this x is actually not here. I think that was a typo error. Next question. Next question is there on your screen. So, this question I think was asked in the SSC CGL paper, 2017 paper. So, I have taken questions that has been asked from simplifications and approximations in a lot of previous papers, let's say bank, SSC, everything. It's a mix of all questions. So, next question is there on your screen. See, the question is this, 998 squared minus 997 squared minus 45 divided by 98 squared minus 97 squared. So, how do you solve this question? So, again, this question, do not do 998 squared or 997 squared. See, the first thing that should come to your mind when you see such question is a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Remember this formula. Completely use that formula in this given question and you get the answer very fast. So, you get 998 plus 997 into 998 minus 997. Actually, you needn't write it itself because this is equal to 1. Okay, minus 45 divided by, you have 98 plus 97 into 98 minus 97. That's how you split it. Okay, now again here 998 plus 997, that's the main calculation that you have to do. So, this is equal to 1995. Now, this is 1, 998 minus 997 is 1, this is also 1. Okay, minus 45 divided by 98 plus 97, that is 195. Now, this is equal to 1950 divided by 195. Now, you will say how easy it is to solve, correct? It is equal to 10. Such an easy question, only thing that you have to do is identify the method that you have to follow. So, don't generally see, the person who is setting the question paper also will not give you a question which can be solved, which will take at least 4 or 5 minutes to solve. Correct? So, they will also set the question in such a way that there will be some trick. If you identify that, you will arrive at the answer faster. Next question. Let's see another question. Look at this question. Again, this question is easy, fairly easy. This is again using the a plus b the whole squared minus a minus b the whole squared. Same concept, correct? Now, again for this question, you should not write these steps, right? You should not expand this and say 999 squared plus 588 squared plus 2 into 998. No, don't write anything like that. Such things should be there in your mind, okay? Now, see, what do you get when you do a plus b the whole squared? Now, what is a plus b the whole squared? A plus b the whole squared is nothing but a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Now, what is a minus b the whole squared? A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now subtract these two. What do you get? See, in the second set of terms, that is the a squared minus 2ab plus b squared term, everything you put a negative sign in front. Okay, so that will become minus a squared plus 2ab minus b squared. Subtract that from what is there on top. On top you have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. On bottom you have minus a squared plus 2ab minus b squared. A squared, b squared get cancelled. So now you are left with 4ab. Okay, so whenever you have questions like this, okay, that appears in the examination, directly you should be able to say that a plus b the whole squared minus a minus b the whole squared is equal to 4ab. So that is the only value that you should write on paper. Okay, here actually you needn't even write that, because what is there in the denominator? See, you have you have 4 into 999 into 588, correct? On the numerator, denominator you again have 999 into 588, cancel completely, answer is 4. So for this question, you should not use the pen and paper. You should get the answer in like 3-4 seconds. Okay, it's a very easy question. Yes, Santosh says 4ab. Yes, Rashmi, the previous question actually looks complex. So if you are preparing for banking, generally SSC CGL, just for your information I am saying, generally questions on SSC CGL are little tougher. So see how easy the approach is actually, but the question seems to be tough. It's actually very easy. So the answer here is 4. Next question. Again, this is a very famous question. So if you go through this Shakuntala Devi puzzles and all, right, these questions come and they ask you what is the answer for this. Root 2 minus root 2 minus root 2 till infinity. So how do you solve such questions? See, to solve these questions, there is a shortcut which I will teach you. Okay. Now let us say you have to find root of x minus root of x minus root of x and so on till infinity. What you do is find out the factors of this number x. Okay, such that the difference between the factors is 1. Okay, basically find out the factors for this number and you will have to identify two factors whose difference between them is 1. So the smaller factor among the two will be your answer. Okay, now let me explain it with this question. Okay, now what do you have? You have root of 2 minus root of 2 minus etc. and so on. So what am I saying? Take this number, split it into its factors. What are its factors? 1 and 2. These are the only two factors it have. And I am telling you it should satisfy, the factors should satisfy a condition, that is difference between the factors is 1. So for this number 2, there are only two factors, that is 1 and 2. And what is their difference? 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. So their difference is 1. So the answer for this question is the smaller factor among the two. Okay. So the answer for this is equal to 1. That's all. So the correct answer here is option B. Okay. See, whenever you have questions of this type, right, root of x minus x minus x minus till infinity is asked, take the given number and find out its factors. Identify any two factors of the number such that the difference between the two factors is 1. Okay. The smaller of these two factors will be your answer. Now this question was very easy because this number 2 has only two factors, that is 1 and 2. Now let us look at a similar question, another question. Okay, here look at this question. What is given here? Root of 56 plus root of 56 plus etc. till infinity. Now whenever the question is like this, root of x plus and so on, again find out the two factors whose difference is 1 and the bigger factor will be your answer. See, when it is root of x minus like that, you find out the factors, two factors of this number x such that their difference is 1 and the smaller factor will be your answer. Okay. For example, for this question, root of 56 plus etc. till infinity. What are the factors of 56? See, you have lot of factors of 56, but you know 7 into 8 is also 56. So I am identifying two factors of this number 56 such that the difference between the two factors is 1. See, 8 minus 7 is 1 and 8 and 7 are factors of 56. So which is going to be your answer here? It is going to be the bigger factor, that is 8. So the correct answer for this question is option D, that is 8. Now next question. Next question is there on your screen. Again, see, I have chosen different types of questions so that you get an idea as to how to approach each question. Look at this question here. Don't solve it first. See what is given here, 2341.9823. See, there are a lot of decimals involved in the question. Look at the options. Is there any decimal at all involved? No decimals are involved. So basically what you can understand is that they have approximated and arrived at the answer. So you also try to approximate and arrive at the answer. And remember, for such questions, see, either you can use the digit sum method, digit by digit by digit, correct? But again, they have approximated here, so you needn't go by that method. Never use the digital root method for such approximation questions, because it will not work. Because when you add actually all of these numbers, these will not be the numbers that you get. So the digital root will not equate correctly. So whenever you have questions with approximations, do not try the digital root method. So the best way to solve this question would be the split and merge method that we learnt. Okay, so now I am going to try and solve this question without pen and paper. Let us see how we are able to do it, how well we are able to do it. Might be one or two small things we will write down. Okay, so if you see here, you have 2341. See, I am just going to write it in a better way, okay, without the decimals. So you have 2341 plus 18625 plus 6225 plus 3361. For your understanding, I am just writing it like this. I have removed all the decimal because anyway we are going to approximate. So if you see here, you have 18,000, correct? 18,000 plus 6,000 is what? 18 plus 6, that is 24. So 24,000. 24,000 plus 3,000 is what? 27,000. 27,000 plus 2,000 is what? 29,000. Okay. Now 29,000 plus 300 plus 600. Okay. That is 29,000. 300 plus 600 is 900. So I already have 29,000 with me. So 29,990 now I have. Then again you have one 200 and one 300. So this is what? 200 plus 300 is 500. So 29,900 plus 500. Okay. So that is going to be 30,400. Okay. So I have 30,400 with me. Now the remaining digits, right, that I have is nothing but 41 plus 25 plus 61. So 41 plus 61 is approximately 100 plus 125. So approximately 125 I have. So my answer is approximately going to be 30400 plus 125, which I can say 30525, something like that. Which is the only option that is so close? That is going to be option A. That is 30554. Okay, is it clear to all of you how I did it? See, as I said, take only approximate calculations here. Don't go in for the exact value. See, this I did by split and merge. It's actually very easy. You do 2,000 plus 18,000. That is 20,000, 26,000, 29,000. So now I definitely know the number is going to be greater than 29,000. Omit this. This answer is wrong. Next, you have 300, 600, 200, 300. So when you add all that, you get 900 plus 500. Take that. Okay. Then again, see whatever you add here, right? 40, 25, 25, 61. All these are small numbers. Even if you add them, the answer that you get is approximately somewhere near 125. So you just find the answer like that. Okay. Because here also in this question, the options are given far away, far apart from each other. So that also actually helps us to arrive at the answer faster. Okay. Next question. Again for this question, look here. See, they have given 19.97% of 781 and 30% of 87 is equal to plus question mark is equal to 252. And the options here are like numbers which are far away. Correct? You have 40, 50, 25, 70, 80. Again for this question, best thing to do will be to approximate and try it. So how do you approximate it? You can take it as 20 by 100 into again 781. Correct? 781, don't take it as 781, take it as 780 for easier calculation. Okay. Now then you have plus question mark. Then again 30 by 100 of 87. Correct? So plus 30 by 100 of 87. Again you needn't write it like this. I'll tell you, this is equal to 252. That's what you have. Correct? Now what is 20% of 780? So what is 78 into 2? That is 78 into 2 is 156. correct? So see, or you can say like this, right? So you have to find 20% of 780. What is 10% of 780? 10% of 780 is 78. So then what is 20%? 78 plus 78, that is equal to 156. So this value is equal to 156. Then you have a question mark, plus you have 30% of 87. What is 10% of 87? 8.7. So 30% of 87 is 8.7 into 3. Correct? That is nothing but 25.1. This is equal to 252. Or I can say the number that you are looking for is 252 minus 156 minus 25. 25.1, just take it as 25. So you get it approximately as 71, I think, or you can approximate it as 70. That is option D. Again, the options are far here from each other. So again, very easy for us to identify the answer. Okay, hope it's clear. See, these questions are very easy. So, and I also want you guys to understand these questions in such a way that going forward you should be able to solve these questions really fast. You should not be wasting your time. So that's why I go through the concepts fast and teach you. In case any explanation you don't understand, please stop me. Okay. Next question, same thing. What you should do here, 8399.999 divided by some value into some value. Answers are approximated. So approximate the question also and then get the answer. So you can write this as 8400 divided by 375 into 15. Now 15 will go in 375 directly, that is 25. So 8400 divided by 25, correct? Now again I told you, right, when you divide or multiply by 25, actually you can write it as 8400 by 100 into 4. That's your answer, correct? Do that, you get the answer. You get it as 84 into 4 is easy to do, right? 336. So 336 is your answer. The closest option here is 335. Option C. Next question. So for this question, see, I was explaining to you, right? Sometimes when none of these option is not there, directly you can take the answer. Okay. So here actually the best way to solve this question, see, you have, let us just use the units digit sum method. Okay. 9 minus 2 is what? 7. 7 minus 8 is 7 minus 8 is minus 1. So what do you do? 10 minus 1 is 9. So if you see, actually if this none of these is not there, there is only one option which ends with 9. Directly you can take this as the answer. But there is this none of these option also. So you have to simplify it further and check. Okay. So if you are using digit sum method, what do you do? 6, 3, 8, 9 minus 1, 2, 1, 2 minus 2, 8, 2, 8. So the last digit you got it as 9. So this will become 7. Correct? I took 1 from here. So 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. Now you have 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 8 is minus 7, or this when you take a borrow from here. So 1 minus 8 is minus 7. So 10 minus 7 is 3. Then you have 5 minus 1, 4 minus 2, 2, 3, 4, 9. That's your answer A. Okay? Yes. Next question. 25% of 84. See, this question, if you see, 25% of 84 into 24% of 85 is equal to question mark. And the answer is given like more or less, you can see when it's given in terms of decimal, what can you say? They have not approximated actually, correct? They have got the exact value. So for such questions, you can try the digital root method. How will you do the digital root method for this question? See, I'm just expanding it and writing. This is 25 by 100 into 84 into 24 by 100 into 85. I can write this question like this. Now, take the digital root of each number, keep the operations as such and use. What is 25? Digital root of 25 is 7. Digital root of 100 is 1. Digital root of 84, 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. Digital root of 24, 4 plus 2 is 6 by 1 into 85. Again, 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, now you have 7 into 3. So what do you have here? You have 7 3s are 21. Okay, 7 3s are 21. 21 into 24. That's what you have. Now what is the digital root here? 21, 2 plus 1 is 3. 24, 4 plus 2 is 6. So 18 6 3s are 18, again 1 plus 8 is 9. So the digital root of the answer is going to be 9. Now check with the options. Let us look at the first option. Sorry, what is the first option here? 424.2. So what do you have? 4 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, that is 14. 14 becomes 5. So the first option is not your right answer because you need the digital root to be 9. So this is not correct. 488.4. Again, 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 2 plus 4, 6. No, that's not the correct answer. Look at this one, 482.8. 8 plus 8, 16. 17, 18. 18 plus 4, that is again 22. That is 4. No, not the correct answer. Then you have 428.4. So 428.4 is 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 8, 18. And then 1 plus 8 is 9. So the correct answer here is option D, 428.4. See, again, for this question, there is a none of these options. So we never know. It can be none of these also. Okay. But I hope none of these does not come there, because if none of these is there, then you will have to check for the exact value, more or less, then only you will get the correct answer. Okay. But otherwise, since all the other options are not correct, we can directly take it as 428.4 if you are doing digital root method and none of these is not there. But if none of these is there, then we will have to check the proper way only. See, 25% means again you can take 100 by 4 and then do the calculations, do a crisscross multiplication here if required and find the answer. Okay, I just assumed if none of this is not there, this is the easiest way to do it. And since if I do it this way, then the digital root method will also become more clear to you. For this question, you will get the answer as 428.4 only. Next question. So again, look at this question here. Very clearly, what have they done? They have approximated the answer. So don't use digital root method here. Simply try to approximate. Again, a mental calculation will be more than enough to solve this question. Now let's try to solve this question without writing anything down. See, what do you have here? 9,200. Correct? Here you have 5,000 and here you have 1496 approximated to 1,500. Okay? So 9,200 minus 5,000 plus 1,500. Correct? So what is 9,200 minus 5,000? That is nothing but 4,200. Now 4,200 plus 1,500 is what? 5,700 approximately. Yes, you have an option like that here right away. Take that as the answer. See, I hope you understood how I did. I did a split and merge. See, I just took it like this, 9,200 minus 5,000 plus 1,500. If you can't do it in your mind, write it. Okay, if you write it like this, solving it will be easier. Now this question we solved already. I think I explained it to you, right? Next question. 6, 7 by 11 into 5, 4 by 9. Again, for this question, again see, let us just see, these are improper fractions, correct? 6, 7 by 11. How do you write it? 6 into 11 is 66. 66 plus 7 is 73. So this will become 73 by 11. Similarly, 5, 4 by 9. How do you write it as? 5 9s are 45. 45 plus 4 is 49 by 9. You can write it like this, correct? Now, 9 1 by 4 is 9 4s are 36 plus 1, 37 by 9. So all these 37 by 9. You convert these fractions like this and then you have to solve. So what do you get? You get 73 divided by 11 into 49 divided by 9 divided by 9 1 by 4, or it is equal to into 9 by 37. I am taking the reciprocal and writing. Now, when I write this expression like this, what can I see? I can see that none of the terms will get cancelled, correct? Because no common factors anywhere. So, another thing that you can very clearly understand from the options given here is that they have done some kind of approximations to arrive at the answer. Okay, so let us also try to approximate and get the answer. Now, the 73, take it as 70. 49, take it as 50. I am taking closer values. Okay. So this is 4, correct? Sorry, 4. Okay, this is 4. So you have 70 into 50 into 4 divided by, here 11 9s are 99, correct? 99, so you can, it is close to 100. So 100 into 37. Okay, now again you see here 70 into 50 you know is 3500 into 4 by 3700. So again this answer that you get here will be some almost equal, correct? 3500 and 3700 are very close. 35 by 37 will be 0.9 some value. So you can say that approximately the answer is going to be 4. Now look at the options. There is an option 4 here. Take that as your answer. So they have basically approximated here and arrived at the answer. So here again we have approximately taken the answer as 4. Next question. So these few questions are from mixed fractions, improper fractions. So what is this? The value of 1 by 4. Again, fractions, just convert them into improper fractions. These are mixed fractions, correct? So 1 by 4, how can you write it as? 1 4s are 4 plus 1, that is 5 by 4 into 1 by 2. How will you write it? 1 into 2 plus 1, 3 by 2. Here there is a division symbol. So 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 2, or that is equal to into 2 by 3 divided by, here you have 1 by 15, 1 and minus 9 by 10. So here let us take the LCM of these fractions, okay? See, actually again these questions, if you know how to take the LCM and all, you needn't write these steps that I am writing right now. Okay, if I am doing the question, I would directly do it in one step. Since I am explaining, I am doing it in so many steps to you. So anyway, let's simplify this here. So you have 5 by 6 on top. Okay, now what is the LCM of 15, 1 and 10? See, LCM of 15 and 10 is 30, correct? 10 into 3 is 30, 15 into 2 is 30. So I am taking the LCM as 30 in the here for these fractions. So this will become 15 into 2 will give you 30. So the numerator will become 2, correct? I will multiply the numerator also by 2. Similarly, this is 1 into 30 will give you 30. So I multiply the numerator also by 30. 10 into 3 will be 30, multiply by 3. So that's what you get. So 5 by 6 divided by 32 minus 27, that is 5 by 30. So cancel these two, you are left with 30 by 6, that is equal to 5. That is option D. Okay, next. So this is going to be the last question for today's session. 1 by 1 plus 2 by 3 by 1 plus 2 by 3 plus 8 by 9 by 1 minus 2 by 3. Again, on fractions, see, you can do it step by step. See, some steps you needn't do, you can do it in your mind. You needn't write down every step and waste your time. What is 1 minus 2 by 3? 1 minus 2 by 3 is nothing but 3 minus 2 divided by 3, or that is equal to 1 by 3. See, 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 1. So 1 minus 2 by 3 is 1 by 3. So you can write it as 1 plus, this 2 by 3 is there, divided by 1 plus 2 by 3 plus 8 by 9 divided by 1 by 3. So you have 8 by 9 by 1 by 3 means the 3 and 9 will get cancelled. This will become 3. So now you are left with 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 by 3 divided by 1 plus 2 by 3 plus 8 by 3, correct? So what does this become? It will become 1 by 1 plus 2 by 3 divided by, here 2 by 3 plus 8 by 3 is 10 by 3, correct? So you have 1 plus 10 by 3. So what will this become? 13 by 3. So this is going to be 3 ones are 13. So I can write this as 13 by 3. This and this will get cancelled. So now you are left with 1 by 1 plus 2 by 13, or this will become 1 by 13 plus 2, that is 15 by 13, or I can say it is equal to 13 by 15. That's going to be your final answer, that is option B. Hope it's clear. Okay, some steps you can avoid here because you can do it in your mind, and the remaining steps alone you write. Do it, see, whenever you have such simplifications, right, lot of simplifications and all, do it from the last one and then go up. Don't touch here and all in the beginning at all. Do the last one, then the next one, then the next one. You have to do it in order. Then only you will get the answer correctly. Okay, is it clear? Yes. So I think with that we are coming to an end of the questions that we did for today's session, and I hope all of you are now clear as to the concepts that is involved in these topics: speed max, simplifications and approximations, right? So let us just recollect fast what we learned today. So we first looked at speed max and the various operations that is involved in speed max and how to do it, how to use these speed max techniques, right, for these operations. So first one that we saw was addition, then for addition and subtraction. Then we did addition and subtraction. How did we do? We studied 3 methods today. One was the digit sum method, then we learnt the digital root method, and then we also learned split and merge method, right, for addition and subtraction. Then we did multiplications. In multiplications, again we learned the split and merge method. Then we learned the where you use the formula a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Then the third method that we learned was the general method that you can use for any question that comes, that is the crisscross multiplication method. Now after that we looked into division, and we learned in division that you have to split the numerators at times and make it in such a way that you are able to do the calculations faster. Then we looked at percentages. So I told you have to remember a few percentages by heart, remember them in terms of the fractions, so that it is easier for you to recollect them. During exams, calculations become easier. Again, percentages like 57, 63 can be split and then you can do the calculation. So that was what we did on percentages, and then after that we went on to squares, square roots, cubes and cube roots. So to find out the squares of numbers, we learned a new method this time. We learned a new method to calculate the squares of numbers between 25 and 75, similarly 75 and 125. So after that, again square root and cube root, please go back and refer to the video lessons. The methods are very easy. If you have any doubts in the methods, please let me know, I'll help you out. So then again squaring and cubing of numbers, that also you can refer to the videos, and if you have any doubts, please get back to me. So these are the basic things that you need to know. Then when it comes to simplification, another important rule that you need to know is the BOD-MAS rule. Okay, so always brackets is given, it's actually called as V BOD-MAS, okay, vernaculum followed by brackets of division, multiplication, addition, but we generally call it as BOD-MAS rule. So vernaculum is a dash that comes on top of a few numbers. If that dash is there, you do whatever is there under these dash first. Okay, so how to use BOD-MAS rule, and with these you solve the questions from simplifications and approximations. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. I'm sure you would have, I hope these sessions that we are organizing for you is really helpful for your preparation. All the very best with your preparation, guys, and I'll see you in the next session, and this is Gayatri signing off till then.